if you asked me, Rabbi, what is the most dramatic, most action-packed, interesting Torah portion, Parsha? I couldn't say. I couldn't pick. It'd be like picking a favorite child, you know? They all have, if not a little bit of drama and intrigue, at least something interesting happening in every single Torah portion. I couldn't possibly pick a most dramatic, most interesting Parsha. But if you forced my hand, I would say that this week's Parsha Bo is, if not the most action-packed and dramatic, I'd say like top 3 this week in Bo. We've been having the Passover story. I'm not going to go into the details. I assume you have some cursory familiarity with it. But there have been plagues. You know, God's raining down plagues on the Egyptians. Oh my goodness. Frogs and lice and locusts. Oh my. We get the last 3 plagues in this particular part, in this particular chunk of the Torah that we're reading this week, and we get the final plague, Makat Becharot, the slaying of the firstborn, the Egyptian firstborn specifically, and one very notable Egyptian in particular, and that is what changes the tide for Pharaoh, at least until next week, and then that's a whole thing. It's a very, very dramatic Torah portion. It's very, very interesting, and it's what we are reading this exact weekend, which just adds to the excitement for this weekend. Because also, tomorrow night, Friday, around 6:45-ish, when Shabbat services are over, we've got our Shabbat table talk. Rabbi Strauss sitting down in conversation with Jim McInvale, a Houston philanthropist, and you might know him as that gallery furniture guy. So they were having a conversation, which would be really interesting, about overcoming obstacles, and everyone's dealing with at least some obstacles right now, so I think it's very relevant. It's also Carly Ostrin's bat mitzvah, which just adds another layer of excitement and interest to this weekend. So a preemptive mazal tov to Carly and her entire family. That will be, of course, Friday evening and Saturday morning. And on Saturday morning, I will also be giving a Devar Torah sermon, so, you know, if you want to listen in for that too, I won't mind. So I do hope you will join for Friday night Shabbat Table Talk and Bat Mitzvah Saturday morning. I've got a Devar. We've got a very action-packed Torah portion to read, and of course the continuation of Carly's Bat Mitzvah. Lots of fun stuff. You can either come in person if you've already registered, or please join us virtually on our Facebook, our YouTube, or our website. Have a wonderful, wonderful, maybe not a super dramatic Shabbat, but a very interesting Shabbat at the very least.